I just wanted to do a quick update video on a project I worked on about a year ago now. I worked on this old 1920s house, and I rebuilt a lot of the trim and the door sill and kind of a lot of the fine woodwork that you don't really find these days. It's been about a year. I haven't been back, and I just came back tonight to talk with the homeowner and see about future projects, and nothing's changed. So I thought maybe I'll just do a quick video of kind of what I did here. A lot of the videos I took, I wasn't able to edit, and they kind of just disappeared in Facebook world. But here on YouTube, I wanted to show everybody kind of what I did and the process I went through with this whole project. This house was built in 1920. We're in northern Sacramento, California. It has a lot of really interesting, authentic, the trim work and the build out is just really amazing. It's early 1900s craftsmen. It's really done well, and I just wanted to try to reproduce it the best I could, because it's really a unique style. It's a unique design, and the woodwork was just handmade. This is a guy just with a chisel and a hammer, that in a lathe, that makes these pieces of wood. This is literally 100 years ago. This house was done, and all the trim work was done by hand, and it's really intricate. Okay, that's not accurate. It's not really intricate. It's modern day craftsman, upper level, nice quality woodwork throughout this whole house. And there was a couple walls that were removed, and all of the trim work was gone, and I had to figure out how to design it, how to build it, set up my saws properly, and create this design that was a 100-year-old pattern that they don't have in Home Depot now. They don't have it in Lowe's. You can't go buy it. But the house had so much of the most beautiful architecture and the most beautiful woodwork already in place that it was worth my time to figure out how to build it, how to recreate it, and just lay the whole house out. And so this old wood door, that's original. It's this big, heavy wood door that's in the entryway. This is the entryway. Got a fireplace. Got windows out to the street. We have them cardboarded up just because we don't have drapes and we don't want people looking in. But it has this amazing architecture to it. There's this wood trim that's throughout the entire house. It's basic and it's simple for the most part, but it's really unique. It's really 1920s. It's really beautiful work, and it's throughout the whole house. So this wall here This wall had nothing. And I'll show you from this is the original wood came in the house. This I made this. That's why it's a little bit different color. You can see it's here. Goes around the perimeter of the house. So to make this piece, I also had to make all of this trim. This was missing. This whole doorway was missing. And I had to make it to match that trim, which is the original. And it goes everywhere around the house. So I made that trim, figured out how to set my saw up and cut that to match. And I made that trim piece here that goes all the way down. I made these planks down here to match the others. They have to be stained still. But I hand made all of that so that it matches the original of this old house. See, every door and window has this trim on it everywhere throughout the entire house. See the windows, the front door. This is just the living room. So this entire house has the same trim pattern throughout. You see throughout the other bedrooms. So that's the same design I built in this entryway here. That's that same. So the whole house has that design. You go through here, the hallway with built-in cabinets all the way through, floor to ceiling. And then we also have that same trim package that same design with around the doorways throughout this hallway. Comes into this bathroom, hasn't been remodeled yet. It's going to be, clearly. I'm in the process of remodeling it now. However, this around the mirror, around the medicine cabinet, has that same trim work in the bathroom. And the bathroom window has the same trim work along it throughout the entire house. We have the same really unique trim work. See around the inside of the bathroom. there's this addition that was built on. Here's one more bedroom. It doesn't have light yet. We were going to put a ceiling fan and we haven't installed it yet. However, this whole room, I don't think you can really see it, but it has that same window trim. It has that same trim design throughout the whole room. And then down this hallway, this was an addition. This wasn't here originally. So after this doorway here was outside. This was the outside of the building. And I came in and I built all the trim on all these doors everywhere to match that original trim that's from the 1920s. So I hand built all this to match what was already existing. And I did the closet here. Did the closet, doorway. I did the window here. Just to match so that the entire house looks the same as you walk through it. And I did this last window here. So this room here was an addition. It was not built in 1920. It was built in 1996. So they didn't have access to these trim pieces and these how to create these trim around the doors and windows. So I just set up my saw and I copied them and did the best I could. Now these windows are all the same throughout the house. And this door here is a little bit of a funny angle. I took a little Mathemagicals because it's at a weird angle. We redone all the floors. All the floors have been stripped down into this really beautiful mahogany. This bathroom still needs to be remodeled. It's next. The kitchen floor is checkerboard. Kitchen's just coming along. Got the refrigerator in, got a lot of the cabinets in. There's a crazy person. Got a lot of the cabinets in, lower cabinets, upper cabinets. The sink's in. We're going to do the over the stove water spout here, so that when you have a big pot for pasta or whatever you're cooking, you can just run the water right from here. It's directly hooked to the hot water line, so it'll be hot water. It won't be cold water. And we'll run that. Now, eventually, once this is all, we still have wiring to do, and there's more wiring there, and obviously it's a project, but we're getting this done. This is just a beautiful house. This room has the most beautiful built-in. It's his bedroom right now, so I feel like I'm kind of invading his privacy. But this is the dining room, and it has these most. You can't see it. You can't see it. It has these really beautiful built-in cabinets and a built-in hutch so that you can store your fine china, store your silverware, store whatever you're gonna sell, you're gonna have in your dining room. It's a really beautiful dining room. He's using it right now for a bedroom, so it's a little weird to like videotape it, but it's that's all a built-in hutch. That is all a built-in hutch with a shelf, cabinets, drawers. The lighting sucks because if you look right there, there's no light in the ceiling because we just sheetrocked this whole house. As is with this room, everything is kind of, the ceilings are blank. So I can't show you that room. Otherwise, I think from here I showed you the whole house. We're back to the front door, the entryway, and you see that it has that same trim throughout the house. And again, this doorway here, I rebuilt that to match, and you can see it here side by side. Matches pretty good. All this from here over was gone. It was not existent. It was not in the home when the homeowner took ownership. So I had to build all of that. And once I got done building this little bit, once I built that to match with that, can we? Once I built the one to match the other, I felt the confidence to do the rest of the house. So I continued throughout the house, and I finished all the trim everywhere. There's this built-in cabinet here that the homeowner wants me to replicate for this side here. See, it was taken out. You can see where it was taken out because I assume the window leaked, and okay, if you look, can't really see too well, but down on the bottom, those sections of floorboard are removed and replaced. I think this window leaked at some point, so they removed this shelving unit here. That one. They removed it from this side, so that's why that's missing. So the homeowner wants me to eventually rebuild that unit from scratch and install it over here, which I'll do, that's fine. It has the little shelves, as you see, the little shelves on the bottom, and then a few china hutch type shelves, or I don't know what you'd keep in there, little Dorothy's or Rudolph's, or I just don't know what you would put in there. And it's right next to a fireplace. That's a fireplace. It's boarded up because it's California. We don't need a fireplace. We need air conditioning. So eventually I'll be building all that over here, and it'll look nice and complete this whole dining room area. So that's what I've done so far. All right, well, that's kind of the end of this night. I just wanted to show a little bit of what I've done, little tricks I've done with this house, because I've had trouble editing videos and stitching stuff together to really show you kind of the start and finish. But this is, well, as far as my contract is concerned, this is the finish of my job. I'm done. I'm not staining it. I'm not sealing it. I'm not clear coating any of this wood. He's hiring the floor guy to do that. So I just came over to visit the guy and decided to go ahead and take a quick video of the house, since nothing's really changed, and I wanted to kind of show you guys what I was doing. You know, I've showed little snippets here and there of all the different projects. I just kind of wanted to show, you know, this whole house as far as I've done with this. So, you know, I appreciate you watching, and I like you guys watching, and please comment. You know, tell me what you think. I'm videotaping my life here, so it's not like this is a channel that's devoted to one medium. I'm just kind of videoing and showing you guys what I'm doing, and you know, I appreciate what you comment, and I appreciate your likes and thumbs down. Fine, thumbs down. Honestly, if you were doing thumbs down, I think I would prefer an explanation. I don't deserve an explanation. However, I would love if you were going to take the time to thumbs down and say, hey, I didn't like your video because of this, you know, and help me grow and help me progress in this fun world of videography. So again, thanks for watching. Again, this is a house I did pro bono. Let's just put that out there. I got paid $0 to do this. I did this for a friend, and I did it because I thought it was a fun project, and I literally was paid soda pops and tri-tips for every weekend I was here. So, you know, when you look at this, when you look at the time I took and the effort it took, just understand I did this for a friend, and I did it for $0, because honestly, the passion of the job, just the design of the house was so amazing that I couldn't let it waste. The homeowner was in a pickle. He had basically three rooms, 2.5 rooms that didn't have matching trim, and he wanted to remodel the whole house. So he goes like, you know, what do I do? Do I tear all the trim out and do I retrim the whole house? You know, who's gonna come rebuild the trim? Who's gonna come emulate 1920 trim? And I just told him, I'm like, hey man, you know, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of effort, and it's going to really take a toll on my brain, but I can do this for you. I can match what you have in your house. If you really want to keep everything the same, keep everything 1920s, California, I don't know if this is a craftsman house. I don't even know what all that stuff means. All I know is this house that's the original front door. Please, as I interrupt myself, that is the original front door. It's solid wood, and it's 48 inches wide. You can take a gurney through that door if you wanted to. A gurney, okay? You can live in this house forever, because the ambulance people can get you out when it's time. It's a 48-inch door. Original. Look at this thing. Look at this. This is the original front door. Okay? 1920s house. I mean, Look at the history we're conserving. Look at this trim. So, I put a new doorknob. I had to. It's new, it's ugly, it's brass. I don't like it. I put a heavy duty sledge deadbolt in there because I'm not an idiot. I guess that's the answer. Solid. Solid front door. Look at that thing. So I guess the answer is, when he asked me to do the trim, I don't know. I saw how pure and authentic this whole house was. How every bit of trim was amazing. Like it was all here. That whole, I wish there was a light in there so you could see it. But that entire dining room, built-in cabinets, built-in drawers, it's beautiful. It's all the same trim. So to make this, I mean, I felt like I had to. Just being the craftsman I am, and being in the line of work I am, I felt like, for the good of all old houses, I just had to make it. I had to do it. So I made all of it for the whole house. And I think it came out good. The lights are all off. Well, I made that one. Hasn't been stained yet. But I mean, I think it looks good. I think we'll just see. Okay, well, that's the end of this. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for being there. Please leave a comment. Tell me you watched it. Tell me you hated it. Tell me you loved it. I just don't know. Tell me what you thought. This is a craft that's dying in the world. To be able to actually build something from scratch. Tell me what you think. Leave me a like. Leave me a comment. Give me a thumbs up, I hope. Hit the thumbs down twice in a row, please. And then hit the thumbs up once. It's the perfect way to do it. Okay, well. See you on the next one. Thank you again for watching.